You need to have this big change in your life in order to proceed to where you want to go. Hey there, Virgo, and welcome to your week of October 25th, 2021 general tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week, some challenges you might be facing, as well as we just got a card that just went flying. We'll take that. We'll take it. We're going to be looking at your energy, some challenges you might be facing, as well as some possible outcomes. We're going to do clarifiers for all those cards and tie everything off with an oracle card at the end. So you're going to want to stick around for all that. These are general readings though, Virgo, so some, all, or none of this may resonate with you. If it does resonate, awesome. If it doesn't resonate, it's just not your message. Don't worry about it. So thank you for being here, Virgo, and let's see what we got. Got the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups here. So with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you might be getting the sense that you have to kind of do everything on your own. Interestingly enough here, in the other two cards, because you feel like you're left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles, these two people are both on their own here in the Eight and the Seven. So I feel like you very much feel like by yourself at this time. You feel like you kind of have to do everything on your own. You got no one to kind of rely on you here at this time. With the Five of Pentacles, though, they are walking past a church here, and that represents that there is a safe haven there if you want it. Like, you can ask to come into the warmth. You can ask to find shelter. It's just a matter of whether you will or not. Like, you gotta put yourself out there and ask them, like, hey, can I have sanctuary here? And it's a church. They're gonna let you in, right? They're gonna be like, yeah, come on in. Like, they don't want to see you out there suffering in the cold. So it's just a matter of whether you want to make that choice or not, right? You don't have to be out in the cold. We got the Eight of Pentacles here. You are working hard on something. You're really trying to master something. Could be anything. With Pentacles, it's generally your physical material world. So like skills you generally do, like you can like physically do, like with your hands and things like that. But it could be anything. It's a general reading. You could be trying to master just like, public speaking or something. Or you could be trying to master like writing. Or you could be trying to master yourself, like getting to know yourself and things like that. It doesn't matter. It's general reading, of course. But I feel like you are putting that conscious effort here, trying to focus down and learn here. Maybe asking for some help might help this speed it along, And it doesn't necessarily have to be like help from someone else or something. It could be like, going online and looking up like tutorials and things and that kind of stuff, asking people for help that way. We've got the Seven of Cups here as well. Spoiled for choice, or maybe too many options in front of you. You got that analysis paralysis going on here. Very big time dream energy here, so pay attention to your dreams this week. They might help you kind of narrow things down a bit here. That's if you do dream. Me, like, I feel like it's like somebody slips me some LSD before I go to bed. Some nights I just wake up, I'm like, what was that? But with the Seven of Cups, you just have a lot of options here at this time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing unless, like I say, that analysis paralysis gets you. But I feel like you have some choices here and some good ones. So again, like if you're asking for help, maybe there's a bunch of people you can ask for help. Maybe you know someone who has gone through this the same as you have. Maybe you know another person that's done something similar, someone who is in that field of what you're trying to master. Or you can just go online and ask like people and look up like who are some people who know how to do this and do tutorials and stuff like that. So I'm liking that. Like we're not stuck. We got a lot of different ways we can go here, Virgo. So let's take a look and see what we got for your jumpins. We got cards flipping all over the place. Let's see what we got here for your challenges, Virgo. What have we got going on here? We got the world. We got the Page of Wands. And we've also got the Three of Swords. Interesting. So the world is a big time completion. So I feel like that being in your challenge, it's like you really want something to kind of complete. You want something to end here. Whether that's that mastery here, or you want to get out of the cold, or you just want the right choice to show up, like just kind of make itself known. You really want something to happen, but it's just like we're having that trouble. It's not getting there, right? We got the Page of Wands here as well. This could be someone who's a bit younger than you, or young at heart at least. Very creative and bold. Someone who's got is going places, right? And so that could be a jealousy thing, or just or an envious thing where you kind of feel like, oh, they know where they're going, they know what they're doing, they got, look at me, like you ever see like, this drives me crazy. This is a funny thing. I one time, do you know the actress Margot Robbie? She's like an Australian actress. She's very, very talented. And one day I was just like I was looking at her Wikipedia page because I wanted to see some movies she'd been in because I really enjoy her work. And I noticed her birthday is the exact same birthday as mine, like the same year, same day, everything. And I was looking at her, I was like, look at what she's accomplished in like her amount of time, and look what I've done. Like I just got like, I suddenly got really dejected. And that might be something you're feeling here, is where you have to like work so hard and you have to grind things up, but this person's sort of getting it naturally, and it might kind of feel like you're, you know, that sucks. And that makes sense with the Three of Cups, or the Three of Swords here, which is a card of heartbreak, right? It might feel really dejecting that you have to work so hard just to get up to this person's level who just naturally does something or just naturally has that stuff, right? And for me in that particular situation, I remember like, oh, she's an actress. Like she had to go to like, you know, she had to put in a lot of time honing her craft to get to this point. So it's like, I don't feel that bad. We're on different paths, right? And that might be the same case with this person. Like they might have just took a different path. Maybe they got to something like really soon, you know, and that's just how it happened, right? You ever see like sports parents, like they have a kid and they can tell, oh, my son or daughter or whatever is gonna be really good in this sport, so they really try to get them to focus down on it because they could potentially be like an all-time great, right? That might have been the case where they recognize that talent early, but for yourself, you might have not been naturally inclined that way, but you still have a passion for it, and that's why you are working so hard on this. And there's nothing to be ashamed about that. Everyone kind of goes about things in different ways. We all walk in different paths in our lives. So let's take a look at some possible outcomes here for you. Hopefully we can get you through this, get you in a positive position here, Virgo. Let's see what we got. For you, Virgo, we got the Moon. That's Pisces card. May have Pisces in your chart. We got the Hierophant, Taurus's card, and we got the Tower as well. I like all that. I do like all that. So the Moon, I was talking about walking a path in your life here, and the Moon represents that path you are walking, your own unique path. These two dogs on the side, they want to pull you off. They want to make you go this way and that, right? So you got to watch out for that. You got to walk your own path and make sure you're staying on what's true to you and what makes you feel good, right? Don't worry about like the dogs trying to pull you off, trying to make you be like dejected for like you're not as talented as this person naturally, right? You got your own thing. You got hard work, you know? So you got that working for you. Don't let those dogs pull you off just because of that. The Moon also represents partial illumination as well. So you may not necessarily know all ends. You may not necessarily know if all this hard work is paying off for you. But if this is something you really enjoy, this is something you love doing, then it's not time wasted. You were committing and doing something that you really were passionate about. So don't worry about whether someone else is just better at it. Enjoy it. So I love that. Also here with the Moon, it's a sign of Pisces, so you may have Pisces in your chart. You might be dealing with the Pisces. Let me know down in the comments below. Love to hear that stuff. We also got the Hierophant here, which is Taurus's card, so you may have Taurus in your chart, or might be dealing with the Taurus. Again, let me know down below. But the Hierophant is about learning, is about teaching, is about coming to someone and wanting to let them teach you everything that they know, or everything that you know, right? One of my favorite Ric Flair quotes ever, well, not Ric Flair, but I can't remember if it was Ric Flair that said this or like one of the commentators during a Ric Flair match, but he was talking about Dave Bautista. And he said, I taught Dave Bautista everything he knows, not everything I know, right? So that might be a case here where it's like you're trying to learn everything that you know. Like you're trying to learn everything from this person that's willing to teach you. Maybe not everything that they know particularly, but they are trying to teach you as much as possible. So again, like we were talking about that, asking for help, asking for someone to, you know, help you, take you in from the cold, teach you how to do something. So I see you asking for help, and there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that, because oftentimes asking for help accelerates us, gets us down that path faster. So I love that. And we got the Tower as well. Big time change coming in here. So I love that. It's a big upheaval. With the Tower, it's change that has to happen in order for you to progress, right? You don't get to the cards like the Star. You don't get to the World without going through the Tower first, right? When you go through that major arcana, you need to have a Tower moment. You need to have this big change in your life in order to proceed to where you want to go. So I'm loving all this. This is awesome. So let's clarify. Well, we got to pop out already. Let's clarify your your cards here, Virgo. But before we do, thank you so much for being here, Virgo. I appreciate it so, so much. If you want, we're going to be tying everything off with an oracle card at the end. If you want, you can stick around for that. I would suggest that you do, but that's going to be coming up right after the clarifier. So thank you for being here, Virgo, and let's see what else we got here for you. Got the Three of Pentacles to start things off here. Three of Swords as well, and the Knight of Swords. So you're in the energy of like, I just want to go, I just want to move fast. I feel like this is kind of like you wishing, like, because we have the Five of Pentacles here where you're out in the cold and there's so much like, you know, just one person on these cards in your energy. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, it's teamwork makes the dream work. I feel like you really want that group. You really want somebody, you want people to help you out here. It's just a matter of asking for help, right? That's all it is. And you're going to achieve that if you do ask for help. You do find someone to help you grow and help you become stronger, right? So I love that. Three of Swords, repeating, of course, is a card of cutting out things that no longer serve you, right? You know, you're feeling that heartbreak here, but I feel like you're trying to be very efficient here as well. So I feel like you're in that mode. You're trying to be efficient. You're trying to not waste time. You're trying to not waste, you know, energy and stuff on things that aren't going to help you out in the end here. So I'm loving that. That's great. And we also got the Knight of Swords. You just want to go, go, go. You just want to keep focusing down. You want to keep working hard on this. So that's a wonderful energy to be in here. Let's take a look, though. Let's see what we got for clarifying your challenges here, Virgo. Let's see what's going on. Got the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Oh my lord, cards are so pushy today. And we've got the Seven of Cups repeating again. So with the Seven of Wands here defending your position, this might be a case where you're a little too defensive, right? When I see the Seven of Wands in your challenge position, it's kind of like being a little sensitive, right? You're kind of like any sort of thing that is kind of like you viewed as like kind of a slight or something against you. You can view that as like, oh, you're just being mean and I got to defend myself and I got to be like, F you, I'm doing this, right? I get like that sometimes too. I have like this, somebody I work with who's very, very toxic, and like sometimes, like I never say this to him, but sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, oh yeah, well I have like X number of subscribers on YouTube, so F you, right? And it's not like I have to like think that to myself. That's not like a good mindset to be in, but it's just like I can't help it. Sometimes I get in that like, oh, this bothered me, so I'm gonna come back at you like, oh, F you because I'm doing this, right? That's kind of the energy I'm seeing here with you, is like you might be in that kind of mindset. Again, I'm bad for it too, so don't worry, we all go through it. But yeah, just being a little too sensitive at this time, right? Especially where we got someone who things just kind of come naturally to. We got the Seven of Cups repeating here. So again, just a lot of options for you can go here. And with the Seven of Cups in your challenge positions, it's more of like an analysis paralysis, like I was mentioning before, where it's like, oh, I don't know which way I should go. I don't know what I should do. Again, I feel like paying attention to your dreams will be very beneficial for you, but I also feel like focusing down on what you feel is the best option for you. You know, you may not, you know, like try to use that as your guide. You may not know exactly which one is the best option for you right away, but you know, just kind of whittling it down, investigating, seeing what each one has to offer and going from there. We got the Knight of Wands here as well. This could be that Knight of Wands could be that Page of Wands as well. Someone who's going up and, you know, just going for it, right? This person's also taking action. Not only do they have that spark, they also have the drive too. So, oh, excuse me, that might be even more fuel for the fire for you because you've been working so hard, but this person also has like, it's not just that they're good at this, it's that they love it too. And maybe that's the person you need to seek out and ask for help from. You know, someone who just kind of gets it, someone who like, those kind of things just kind of come naturally from. And they might be the person that helps you out, right? They might be the one that gets you up to that next level, you know, when they understand it. Because, you know, it can be tough to ask for, like, you know, this person might be like a peer to you, right? They might not be like they're the Hierophant. They're not like the teacher or the master, right? But they are someone who knows more than you do, or at very least, like, they have another perspective on it that you don't. And that might be extremely beneficial for you. So let's take a look. Let's see what kind of clarifiers we got for your outcome cards here, Virgo. See what's going on there as well. We've got Page of Cups, got the Devil, got the sign of Capricorn, and we got the Magician here. So, yeah, very interesting. So the Page of Cups is, again, a young at heart person, but this person's overflowing with emotion rather than the Page of Wands where it's more creativity and passion. This person is more on the emotional side, but they also represent opportunities coming in for you. So I feel like this is a time like for you to get out of this is to seize opportunities. Like I was saying, maybe asking this person that you're kind of maybe a little bit, a little bit envious of because of their natural talent, maybe asking them for some help or asking them for some pointers or something might help you, exceed in ways you never thought possible. So I like that. It could also just be this is kind of a person you need to ask for help from anyway, is a younger person who's kind of emotionally kind of getting in touch with themselves as well. Maybe someone young at heart too. So I like that. The Devil here as well, sign of Capricorn, so you may have Capricorn in your chart. Let me know down below if you do. I always love to hear that. But the Devil represents, enjoying yourself, not overindulging, of course, but really enjoying things, enjoying, just having fun with stuff here. Like you are passionate about this because why would you put so much work into this with that Eight of Pentacles if you weren't passionate about this, right? So I feel like just enjoy it. That might be a key, to it. I remember somebody once, I can't remember if it was on social media somewhere or what, but I remember someone saying that we shouldn't try to monetize everything in our lives. Like, even though there's that temptation to do so, it's like, oh, I'm good at this, I should try to monetize it. Because then you have nothing for yourself, right? Like there are things like outside of like for instance, for like YouTube here for myself, it's like, I am obviously doing this and growing subscribers and stuff and what have you. And I enjoy this, I really do, but maybe someday I'll make, I'll be getting paid to do this, which would be super cool. But that is kind of like something I'm putting towards this as like, I'm trying to like monetize, doing this. But there are things outside of this that I do, like playing video games or paint or, read comics and nerdy stuff like that. That's just for me. That is just for me to enjoy. And it's not for me to like monetize or whatever, right? And that's kind of a thing here too, is that like, I feel like you need to kind of enjoy stuff, but not try to just enjoy it. Don't try to make like profit off of it or try to succeed more than someone else does, right? That kind of a thing. So I'm loving that. And with the Magician here too, just manifestation. Like I feel like once you get through this like little hurdle here, whatever it is, and you start getting back to like seizing opportunities and enjoying yourself, that you're going to manifest what you really want out of things here, Virgo. So that's fantastic. So let's get into your oracle card here. Hopefully this is making sense to you. Hopefully this is resonating with you. I hope this is helping you out, but let's get into this oracle card. See what's going on. See what the tie-off is. It's the Dove Spirit, be at peace, right? I love it. Love it. So yeah, don't be at conflict. Like you're at conflict here with this with this Page of Wands. Like you're at conflict when you're like looking at other people saying, look how much further ahead they are than me. You're being at conflict when you're like, nobody's here to help me while I'm trying to do this. You're being at conflict when you're really just being envious and, sensitive about like what you're doing, right? Don't be at conflict, be at peace and just enjoy what you're doing. Have peace in that. Keep your head in your own boat, right? So that's awesome. So thank you for being here, Virgo. I hope this has helped you. I hope this has resonated. If you want to help out the channel, you can leave a like down below. Helps out a ton. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. You can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you again for being here, Virgo, and I hope to see you in the next video.